welcome to Old Ways Gardening and Prepping. My name is Teresa. I'd like to welcome you to my backyard on this beautiful sunny day. And today we're going to get busy planting some seeds. I've been waiting to do this for a while now, and it's starting to kind of warm up. So today we're going to be planting some red Creole onions. Yes, I know not many have heard of them. The original red Creole onions, not the newer made ones. These originated back in the early 1800s, and in the 1850s they were the #1 red onion grown in Louisiana. They were a huge crop, and thankfully they're not all that sweet unless you caramelize them. They are a good, spicy, pungent red onion that when cured correctly dries beautifully and is a long winter storage onion as well. Unfortunately, due to money as usual, they were surpassed by the Bermuda red onion, which everybody started growing more, and the red Creole onion fell to the wayside, unfortunately. Very few people still grew them in their gardens, but they are an amazing onion. They really are. Now, one drawback to them is they do not do well with overwinter sowing, because they are bad about bolting once it starts warming up. So we start them in the springtime. Well, not quite spring yet, but it's going to be fairly warm enough to start them. Now, they are a long growing onion, and they are a short day onion. It takes 110 days for these to mature from planting seeds, but you know what? I'm in the South, baby. We got plenty of time to grow these beautiful babies, and I'm looking forward to growing them as well. And like I said, they're a short day onion. We are a short day onion area. You need to know which area you live in. If your onions need to be long day onions, which is up north, or down in the south, we need to grow short day onions. Well, enough talking. It's time to get to planting. Let me pause this camera, and then we're going to move it around and get busy. Okay, sorry about the wind that's out of my control and the ungodly, constantly barking dogs. Here are the red Creole onions. I got them from, this is a wonderful, wonderful company, So True Seeds. If you're looking for organic heirlooms to grow, this is the place to go. Now, I've got my trays already filled with my seed starting mix. Let's get that right. I've gotten most of all the biggest pieces of debris out because they could cause trouble with germination. And I've got my little poker to put my seeds in. I love these onions. It's been a long time since I've had one. I'll tell you another good tool to use for doing your holes for your seeds, believe it or not, is a chopstick. And it's you want a 1/2 inch deep, and it should be anywhere between 6 to 16 days for them to germinate. And I only plant one seed per hole because I do not like to thin my onions at all. I don't like to waste seeds. Uh-oh, got one trying to escape. But look how beautiful they are. Now, if you want to save your seeds from these, You're going to need to plant several. Once they come up, I'll show you how to do it later. But you're going to want to not harvest them at all and let them, they'll go to seed the second year. And you just drop one seed per hole. Or you try your best to drop one seed per hole. Alright, I've done 2 rows. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 onion seeds. I will bring you back after I get both trays planted. See you at the wall. I also wanted to mention, I'm only planting 1 row at a time. That way I don't lose count where I've last planted. See, I just finished the 3rd row. Now I'm going to go to the 4th row. Once I get this planted, then I'll keep going. That way you don't lose track when you're planting a lot of seed cells like I'm doing. See you at the wall. Okay, got them all planted. Now if you notice that I've got my trays turned sideways, the first 2 or 3 rows I'll do long way. Then I'll turn them sideways. That way I can get better access, especially if you're planting multiple cells. Now, I'll tell you another trick, because no matter how good you are at planting seeds, there's always going to be a couple of seeds that just have to be planted together. So, I know there's several double plantings. Maybe one, maybe both of them will come up. I'll split them then. Now, another trick when you're doing it this way, especially if you're planting a lot of multiple cells. Like I said, do 1 row at a time, poke your holes. Count how many seeds you drop in case, you have a couple that want to jump in the same hole. That way when you get more seeds, you know that you had left off at 3, you got to start at 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, now we're going to just sprinkle just a little soil on top of them, because you don't want to bury your onion seeds too deeply. Like I said, only a ½ inch. And another reason why I pre-moisten all of my seed starting mix, and this is my own homemade seed starting mix. While you pre-moisten them, when they're little bitty seeds on a windy day, they stick into the hole and won't blow away on you. Well, I'm going to finish covering these up, and I'll bring you back as soon as I'm done with this. Okay, I'm down to the last few rows of covering up. Now, I know there has been, no matter how hard I tried, there are several cells, well, quite a few cells, that got double seeded. But that's fine if they both come up, or if just one comes up. That's going to be perfectly fine. Now the other ones I've already pushed down. You want to make sure you tamp it so it gets good soil contact. Now, if just one of the seeds come up, I'll have 210 onions. And if I have trouble with any of the seeds germinating, I have plenty more seeds left. Last thing to do is get you a marker for each tray. I recycle my markers yearly. And we're going to put on here red Creole onion. And just to be on the safe side, for double insurance, you write on the back too. You're going to want to put that in one of the far corners. That way you'll know exactly. And please label your seed trays. Because believe me, you think you'll remember, but guess what? You won't. Especially when my hoop house before long is going to be full of seed trays. Simple, easy, anybody can do this. And this is keeping heirlooms alive. This used to be a very famous southern onion. It was a staple onion, not only a food crop, but a very big money-making crop until the Bermuda onions come along. I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it encourages you as well to start your own onion seeds. And of course, I'll have follow-up videos as well. You can see it's not hard to start seeds. You just have to believe in yourself that you can do it. And yes, you can. Simple, easy, homegrown, organic. Just the way I like them. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask them in the comment section below. I will answer them as soon as possible. Everyone, take care and have a blessed day. I'll see you soon.